In three of my previous videos, I presented ways on how to find the derivatives of some trigonometric functions of various forms. So in this video, I'll be showing you how to find the derivatives of some implicit functions involving trigonometric functions. So here, I prepared four problems. We will be looking for dy dx if sine x plus sine x minus y equals 1 and y equals tangent of x plus y. Also, we will be looking for the second derivative of y in terms of x if x equals y plus cotangent of y and tangent xy plus xy equals 1. Okay, for the first problem, find dy dx if sine x plus sine x minus y equals 1. So again, you recall the process. In implicit differentiation, we shall differentiate everything with respect to the independent variable, that's x, and we shall differentiate it again with respect to the dependent variable, which is y. So we shall have the derivative of sine x plus sine x minus y with respect to x plus the derivative of sine x plus sine x minus y with respect to y. And you know that the derivative of one in whatever variable, whether with respect to x or with respect to y, is equal to 0. Okay, so differentiating, you know that the derivative of sine x plus y is cosine x plus y, and the derivative of sine x minus y is also cosine x minus y. And differentiating this with respect to y, we shall affix dy dx, and the derivative of sine x plus y is cosine x plus y, and differentiating sine x minus y with respect to y is cosine of x minus y, and you know that the derivative of x minus y with respect to y is negative 1. So that's why this is preceded by minus sign. And then the next thing to do is to isolate dy dx, and that can only be done if we transpose this on the right side, okay, leading us with negative times the quantity cosine of x plus y plus cosine of x minus y, and then you just write this on the denominator. Okay, and then to simplify further, we shall apply this trigonometric identity, the sum and difference of two angles identity, such that cosine of x plus y is cosine x cosine y minus sine x sine y, and that cosine of x minus y is equal to cosine x cosine y plus sine x sine y. And then simplifying, okay, that's negative times the quantity of for cosine x plus y, that's cosine x cosine y minus sine x sine y. And then for cosine x minus y, that's cosine x cosine y plus sine x sine y. And then on the denominator, cosine x plus y is cosine x cosine y minus sine x sine y. And then for cosine x minus y, that's cosine x cosine y plus sine x sine y. And then removing the grouping symbol, we shall distribute this minus 1 each term inside the bracket, and you do the same here. Distribute this minus 1 each term inside the bracket. So we shall have, okay, and then collecting similar terms, you can see that sine x sine y and negative sine x sine y will become 0. On the denominator, we can see that negative cosine x cosine y and cosine x cosine y will become 0. And combining the remaining terms, we shall have negative 2. Yeah, this is negative cosine x cosine y, and another negative cosine x cosine y is left. And then we shall have negative 2 cosine x cosine y. And then on the denominator, we shall combine these two. Okay, and that will give us negative 2 sine x sine y. And then you can drop this off, and you know that the cosine x sine over sine x is cotangent of x. Also, cosine y over sine y is cotangent of y. And then finally, dy dx is equal to cotangent x cotangent of y. And then for the second problem, find dy dx if y equals tangent x plus y. Another way to imply the implicit differentiation is by applying a theorem. If f of xy for a function f of xy, then dy dx is equal to negative df dx over dx all over df dy. But in order for us to use this theorem, okay, we shall rewrite this function such that the right side is equal to 0. So we shall have y minus tangent x plus y equals 0. And we can now rewrite it of the form f of xy equals y minus tangent x plus y. And then differentiating with respect to x, so you copy this minus sign, okay? And then derivative of y with respect to x is 0. Then you affix this minus sign again, okay? And then derivative of tangent is secant squared. Then you copy x plus y, okay? And differentiate x plus y in terms of x is equal to 1, okay? And on the denominator, differentiate y minus tangent x plus y with respect to y. And you know that the derivative of y with respect to y is 1, okay? And then you affix the minus sign. Derivative of tangent is secant squared, then you affix x plus y. And the derivative of x plus y with respect to y is also equal to 1. Okay? And then to simplify, we shall use this identity. 1 plus tangent squared x equals secant squared x. And it follows that your negative tangent squared x is equal to 1 minus secant squared x. Replacing this secant squared x plus y by 1 plus tangent squared of x plus y. And then we shall have, okay, 1 plus tangent squared x plus y all over negative tangent squared of x plus y. And then by distributive property of division over addition, so we shall have negative 1 all over tangent squared x plus y minus tangent squared x plus y all over tangent squared x plus y. And you know that this is equal to 1. And 1 over tangent of x is equal to cotangent of x. And therefore, 1 all over tangent squared x plus y can be written as negative cotangent squared x plus y for the first term, then minus 1 on the second term. So the next thing to do is to factor out negative 1, leading us with this, okay, negative cotangent squared x plus y plus 1. And by trigonometric identity, we know that this cotangent squared x plus y plus 1 is equal to cosecant squared of x plus y. And then we shall have negative cosecant squared x plus y. And that is our dy dx. Okay, so to find the second derivative of y with respect to x, if x equals y plus cotangent of y. So we first get dy dx. Okay, differentiating x with respect to x is equal to y. 1, sorry, it's 1 equals derivative of y in terms of y is 1 plus derivative of cotangent y is negative cosecant squared y, and then you affix dy dx. So we shall have, okay, 1 times dy dx times 1 minus cosecant squared y. And then to isolate dy dx, you can just write this on the denominator. Okay, so we shall have 1 all over 1 minus cosecant squared y equals dy dx. And by applying the identity, the trigonometric identity, you know that 1 minus cosecant squared y equals negative cotangent of y. And then again, 1 over cotangent is equal to tangent. So we shall simply have negative tangent squared y. And that is 1 all over negative cotangent of y. And that's our dy dx. Okay, to get the second derivative of y with respect to x, we shall differentiate this. And then by applying some formula in finding the derivatives of powers of tangent, okay, I presented that on my previous videos. I will be posting the link on the description box. And we know that the derivative of y is equal to 1, and then you copy the power 2, okay? And then you copy tangent y, and then you subtract 1 from 2, okay? So that will become 1, and then you just simply affix secant squared of y, and then you just copy this minus sign in front, okay? So which means the derivative of negative tangent squared y equals negative 2, okay, tangent y times secant squared y, and then you affix dy dx. Okay, to simplify, okay, so you just copy negative 2 tangent y secant squared y, okay? And then you just replace this dy dx by negative tangent squared y, okay? And then simplifying further, that's negative 2 tangent y secant squared y times negative tangent squared y. We shall have the second derivative of y with respect to x is equal to 2, yeah, tangent cube y, that's tangent y times tangent squared y times secant squared y. And then finally, for the fourth problem, the second derivative of y in terms of x, if tangent xy plus xy equals 0. Again, employing the implicit differentiation, we know that the derivative of tangent xy with respect to x is secant squared xy, and that the derivative of xy with respect to x is y. We shall write it in front. And then for the second term, we know that the derivative of xy with respect to x, y is constant, so we just copy it out and then differentiate x, which is 1. Okay, and then differentiating this with respect to y, we shall affix dy dx, and then tangent xy, the derivative is secant squared xy, and then derivative of xy with respect to y is simply x, and then the derivative of xy with respect to y is simply equal to x, and then the right side is equal to 0. Again, to find dy dx, isolate dy dx. So we will be throwing this on the right side. So we shall have, okay, negative times the quantity of y, secant squared xy plus y. And then you just write this on the denominator. And then since we can, I think we can factor out y on the numerator and x on the denominator. So factoring y and on the numerator and x on the denominator, we shall have negative y times the quantity secant squared xy plus 1 all over x times the quantity secant squared x plus y plus 1. And then you can now drop this off. So finally, dy dx is negative y over x. And then to find the second derivative of y, we shall differentiate this again implicitly. So we shall have the derivative of negative y over x with respect to x. Since y is constant, so you can isolate it, okay? And then along with the negative sign, then we shall differentiate 1 over x, okay? So that's negative y times the derivative of 1 over x is simply equal to negative 1 over x squared. So that's why we have here y over x squared. And then differentiating this with respect to y, okay? And then you affix this minus sign, and we know that x is constant, so we just write it in front. So that's 1 over x. And then the derivative of y is simply dy dx. And then the next thing to do is to simplify. We will be replacing this dy dx by negative y over x. Okay, so again, you copy the first term, that's y over x squared, and then minus 1 over x, and then you replace dy dx by negative y over x. And then simplifying, again, you copy the first term, y over x squared, and then multiply this 2, that's negative 1 over x times negative y over x is positive y over x squared. Then adding these two fractions, finally, we shall have the second derivative of y in terms of x is equal to 2y all over x squared.